Hello everyone, this is Simranjeet Shrivastava. So I'm presenting my presentation on recruitment lifecycle. So moving forward with the same, recruitment lifecycle refers to the full recruitment process. The recruitment process has 7 stages, which I'll be telling in the next slides. And moving forward, I would also like to tell you that in a recruitment cycle, there is a full-time recruiter, which is also who is also responsible uh, for screening the candidates as well as preparing the hiring managers to interview them, so that the process of recruitment goes on smoothly and properly without any obstacles or glitches. So now moving forward, here are the stages of recruitment. There are basically 7 stages, starting with planning and preparing, then job posting, then sourcing, screening, scheduling, selecting and hiring, and at the last, onboarding takes place. Now, I'll be talking about these recruitment stages in detail. So, starting with planning, it refers to gathering relevant information and crafting job descriptions, which means that you have to plan the post for which you are hiring, and along with that, you have to, craft a JD for the same in such a manner so that it is understandable to the applicant, so that when he applies or she applies, so he could get the relevant information, and there are no mismatches, as well as there should be proper clarity. Now, coming on to the job posting, when the planning process is done, after that, what happens is that spreading awareness is necessary for the job in which the candidates want to apply, which is very essential. As when the job for the job posting thing, you have to create awareness so that the people come to know that the organization is open to hiring. Now, the sourcing comes in place. In this, you have to apply the various like you have to put your JDs on various sites such as Naukri.com and create external as well as internal recruitment processes. Now, moving forward, screening of candidate takes place. In this, what happens is that after seeing the JD as well as the post in various social media platforms as well as various other platforms, the candidates come to this, and after that, what they do is that they send their resumes or any other portfolios if that is required, and on the basis of that, the screening of candidates take place. That is shortlisting of candidates from a pool of larger candidates. Now, moving forward, the scheduling parts come in place. Here, what happens is that the interviews are scheduled with the selected candidates after the screening process. And on the basis of that, the hiring of the best candidates from the pool of larger candidates take place, the candidates who have come after the screening. Also, in the hiring process, the sales the whatever the salary negotiation and other benefits are there, which is explained to the applicant by the HR. Now, after this all processes has taken place, what happens is that onboarding, which is a final process, and it is a very delicate process which takes place. It is basically the induction process and the orientation programs which happen in an organization in order to make the candidates aware of the organizational culture, what is the organization has, and along with that, it also is a very necessary element in order to make the applicant who has now joined your organization so that he could feel that he is also an important part, and he also has a certain connect with the organization. So this was all about the recruitment life cycle, and I hope I added value to your knowledge. So thank you so much for watching and listening, and if you like my video, so please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.